second down. Cook. And an alley to run. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Beating him there with his legs. 21 yards, first down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Set, 3-19.
Jackson from the shotgun. He may try it, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now to add the point after. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Jackson on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
All right, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go. He's got a man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, Jackson steps away to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Myles Garrett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that'll extend this lead now up to 25. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And now here is another interception. Anthony Averett picks it. Still going. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go on the ground, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch it now.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
No. Check. Patriot! Patriot! Hey, we got 3 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards on the ground. So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. To throw is Jackson, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Throwing is Jackson. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And their lead will swell up to 28. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10.
Shell. Not by 20. Merlin.
Here's Goff. He's going to try and go deep again. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Back to the air. Goff on 2nd down. They'll throw underneath for Gurley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Goff. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I'm about to do a disservice to the catch we just saw. One-handed, coming down with it, just like that. Yeah, I know. Odell Beckham Jr. We're used to this, aren't we?
We are.
And that's just wrong on every level. That was spectacular.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Todd Gurley standing by as lonesome in the backfield here. 2nd and goal. Again, Goff. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Odell Beckham, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And he's able to put it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
All right, now look at 56.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Jackson looking to throw on second down. Flush to his right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Going right side here, and that's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
They've got his man complete. And all the way up to the 47-yard line. A huge play that time for the Rams. 41 yards. On first down, it's Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw on second down is Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. This is caught inside the 15. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. From the gun, here's Goff. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. His pass caught at the 4. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And my goodness, another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Hurry up. Here we go.
From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Way down deep into enemy territory. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin.
To the Marriott and took me so long to get it, gonna spread it out. Let them know all about me when I'm dead and gone. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the hand, one in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at the cash, bubbling. Look at the cash, bubbling. I'ma need all the fries you can give me, all the hot sauce, all the pie you can give me. Better be all or nothing, don't have me in the middle. You better be all. Slides like a shuffle, hit the cadence on my young. Eyes and K's, Billy Ocean, about the old with the cane stick. Let my slippers at the function. It's hard to run the Gucci slides. That bet you say you didn't never. I'ma stand up. Jackie Chan, no travel. Can't clean it with the beat. Dripping from the... No, Lord, not me. I can never be the one you want to stuff for. Money, money, that machine.